even though it is cold as God knows what, we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure it out. Like, this jacket, low key, it's low key. It's anyways. This jacket low key growing on me. I didn't see the vision before, but now that I'm looking at it, this jacket low key kind of tough though. Bro, this dog don't shut the refrigerator up. Why do I have non-latex gloves on? Because furry gloves make my skin irritate, and it keeps me warm. I'm not gonna lie. And just for that, we're gonna put another one on. Find it. Damn. Listen. When it's cold, I get aggravated, and when it's too hot, I get aggravated. All right. But when it was usually hot, I was mostly playing, activities and shit. So that's why I was getting aggravated. All right. Look like I'm about to go rob somebody in it, cause I'm black. Yeah, I knew it. But hey, how you been? Not the best angle of the bunch, but it's the best we can do. All right. Honestly, how I was looking, that dog's not finna be quiet, so we might have to head out, man. We might have to go for a little walk. I like this type of cold though. It makes your body shake, makes your body jump. Up north, that cold get to you. Down here, it gets to you, but not how you think, Stay warm, guys. Let's walk and talk, gang. I tend to see. God damn. Oh, it's that racist dog. Look, when you exist, it just barks at you. We have done a study. We have put a man with lighter melanin in the same backyard. Not one bark from that motherfucker. The minute I step close, whole different vibe, bro. Whole different vibe. See, look, the closer I get to the door, the more quiet he gets because he thinks I'm about to leave. Oh, shit. Not that bullshit. Damn it. Oh, you gotta get put between my legs. Hey, yo. All right. It's cold as shit, bro. My life is cold. And we're talking about like nigga could rob me with a water gun type of cold. Let's go check this mail though. Alright. Oh shit. What the the fuck? I opened ours and then that nigga shit dropped. I mean, his stuff dropped. Hold up. I was on my exercise and stuff. I still am. But I was getting my body ready for fall camp. Even though, shit, I wasn't gonna make it in time. Boy, I had some dreams, alright. But you got me reminiscing. Oh my god, bro. That would be a fire ass thumbnail. Oh, that's his car. He works in that car. Oh my god. Is this not a W Leaf chat? Honestly? We're gonna take a different route. We usually gonna take the same route every day. But hold on, bro. My hair is just... Yeah, fuck that. We gotta let that bitch stick out. And you're probably like, why are you in the middle of the road? Cause I'm that guy. That's why. I run these streets. Even though I don't run these streets. This the type of weather your mama tell you to dress warm and get your long johns on before you get sick. That is the type of weather we're in. But I love the cold though. But it's like a certain type of cold, you know? The cold that you can feel in your bones and not your skin, you know? That type of cold. Am I chatting? Might be a little bit chatting. But you'll get it. You'll get it. Okay, now back to what we're talking about. But I should have made a video when it was snowing. Oh my god, that would be so peak. Me just not even yapping, but like talking about anything while snowing. Oh my god, that would be so tough. Like, this is why I should have started like early on, because you know how like when it comes to making content or making anything you're really proud about, it's a different type of vibe when you're in like a different, season than just like warm, like fall. It's like a different aesthetic to it. The genres of life. What are we talking? Genres of life. Y'all remember that? Probably not. But if you remember genres of life that I'm still working on, then you'll get it. You'll get it. So it's a different type of feeling, like you're, I don't know. It's like a nostalgic feeling. But I feel like the only time you can recreate a nostalgic feeling is not by going back in the past and trying to like do the things you did before, but I feel like the absence of what it was creates nostalgia. Now back to what I was supposed to be saying before that dog rudely interrupted me on some sitcom shit, right? I was basically saying I tend to see that is a perpetual, repetitive... Dang, did I forget it? Bro, I wrote that bit down. Well, the synopsis of it was basically it was a perpetual, repetitive cycle that tends to hamper you from evolving, that makes you question your sense of self. So I feel like the repetitiveness of doing something over and over tends to question if you're actually alive or you're just making it day by day. So, working a 9 to 5, and you just keep on going over it day by day, trying to, make ends meet. It's either you don't have enough time to question if you're still alive or you're still a person, or you're just a cognitive tool in the overworking heart of, I guess, capitalism. Well, shit, I wouldn't even say capitalism, but the job you work on, especially if you're in a warehouse or something like that. But it's more of a deep dive in how the world works more than the mental psyche of how you work, right? Like the correlation between the two is very vast, if in my eyes. Like the differentiation between those two are, it's pretty far away. Mainly because you're not questioning yourself. You're questioning if you're a being because you're doing things for yourself. So I think your sense of self tends to be questioned in the manner of, why am I doing this? Just to survive, or because I want to? Because don't get me wrong, working. Ooh, hold on. Decisions. But if I'm gonna have to, bro. It's a two-way. I don't know which way to go. If I go down this way, I've been there plenty of times. But if I go down this way, we doing something new. We're going this way. In a different universe, I probably went that way. I just created a new timeline on Brew. That's how I be thinking. When there's a decision between the two and I make one, I be like, damn, that other timeline probably crazier. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. It's more, I feel like most of the things we do is the root of survival, no matter what topic it is, Like, say if you went to college and you picked the major with the highest pay and you liked it, you're still doing it for survival, so to speak. You're still doing it for the reason of surviving. Even this, like the things I'm doing right now. Yeah, this is a hobby now, but if it gets bigger enough, shoot, YouTube and music could fucking probably pay my bills and shit like that. It's still the root of survival. Mainly the things we do is the root of surviving, to create, right? If we would diminish our subconscious and our conscious mind, and we were just seen as animals, right? The way I see it, we are built to populate, just like ants and any insect or animal. We are built to procreate. Not saying that as our only thing, but if you subtract our conscious mind from what we are in our primal state, we're here to, I guess, evolve and create. Now, you could take that the wrong way and then subjugate ourselves and divide ourselves and be like, oh, are you saying that I'm only here because I'm a woman and I'm only here to create babies and not focus on my career? And on the men's side, you're like, oh, damn, are you saying I'm only here to be here to create another human and not focus on my career? That's not, see, there's always a division or a turning point in every conversation that can make us go against each other, no matter what. So, like, basically, I had this conversation before with y'all, all right? When I was saying, you could say you love one thing and somebody feel like you're dissing another. I could say I like fucking, excuse my language, well, I could say I like Chips Ahoy, and then some random ass motherfucker will be like, oh, so you don't like fucking Oreos? So are you saying fuck Oreos? Or you be like, my grandma spent 20 years crafting her way to create Oreos in a company, so are you saying fuck my grandma? Like, the correlation between those tunes are so not even ubiquitous. It's so, like, evidently that shit is just, like, it's a unanimous thing to pick one, like, right? Like, how are you gonna take what I said to heart to the point where you're thinking I'm dissing your family or any fashion, so to speak? Like, it makes you think, like, where people heads be at. Like, honestly, I'm like, where is your head at? Like, you like, sometimes you feel like there's no way you're a real human being with thoughts and emotions. Like, some people are put on this planet to think and create. Other people are on this planet to react and consume. You pick which one you are. And for the longest, I was the one to react and consume, but I wanted to be the one that creates and be adored, you know? And every man's ego, or every human's ego, wants to be acknowledged for something greater, you know? So, with that, you have to figure out the point in your life where you're going to figure out which one you can be. I want to be a master in almost every facet of the word or every category. Not okay good, not great at it. I want to be one of the masters of almost anything. Gymnastics, music, literature, art. But I don't want to be so good at it to the point where it's excusatory, like, oh, well, he's always good at it, so it doesn't really matter. Like, my accolades are overlooked because uh, I'm so great at it, you know? Like, look at Michael Jackson. His accolades are overlooked because he's been so great for so many years on end. Like LeBron. His accolades have been overlooked because he's been great for so long. Should I walk the sidewalk or should I walk the road? Chat. I don't know. There's no more installation. It's either we're walking on the road or we're walking on the sidewalk. I don't know. Honestly. Switching hands. I'm really thinking, bro, should I just walk on the sidewalk? But it's gonna be more windy. Fuck no. More windy, more loud, and you won't be able to hear the audio as good. So I guess we're hitting a loop-de-loop. We're hitting a U-turn, but on a different road, right? So I feel like, as I always say, the imperfections of what makes you perfection. The imperfection what makes you perfect, right? But not in like a wasabi type of moment, right? Like you encourage imperfection, right? That makes you better. Not like that, because some people say that's cope or insecurity, right? I'm saying the indifference of a being can highlight some things that others don't. Because if you're, like, it's like what's like one of them games you could upgrade your character and give it like any like not an RPG game or a choice based game. It's one of those where you could upgrade your character in like speed, health, intelligence, like charisma, shit like that, right? So the way I see it is either you want your character to be fives all around the hexagon, or you want your character to be strongest in some areas that suits the character, right? Because imagine you had a water-based character, but most of his strengths are in his vigor and his speed. You can correlate with that with his power, but you will probably want that. You probably want that in his, not charismatic or his charisma, but you probably want him in his intellect so he can have more creative way to use his power than in other areas than somebody that is like a strength-based character, But with any character, it doesn't really matter the way I see it, because, no matter how it goes, you can still correlate the power with anything, with any like strength, vigor, anything. But here I go rambling, but back, right? It's like a way to perpetuate a stereotype in the individual based on looks, right? No matter the way you see it, it's still idiotic, right? Discouraging or fearing superior to another being based off of indifference of their skin color, right? Is that a valid way to see it? No. But if you do it years on years for generations and you pass it on, then it tends to make it seem like, oh, if our generations have been doing it for years on end, then it has to be right? It's a generational curse of straight ignorance, blissful ignorance at that. So the way I see it is, we must stop the ignorance in plenty fashions. I don't know if I want this video to be like 40 minutes long, or should I just cut this video and make another one, right? Honestly, I might do that. Yeah, I might make this like I'll make this like a 25-minute video, cut it, and then make another video on a different situation. And then yeah, probably that's the way I see it. And then after I cut this video, I could probably take some pictures for some new thumbnails that I've been wanting to do, all forsaking what would you allude to? The most argumentative people are only argumentative due to the situation of their environment. Financial status is what's the most highest thing that correlates with power. Fear, power, and ego. The three main factors I see in my mind that holds the most power in the world, right? And the strongest thing that creates war that's not in the three factors that I have created in the so-called ideology I'm trying to create is the misconnect. And what is the misconnect? The misconnect is due to deceitfulness, confusion, and arrogance. Those three are combined into one. Being misconstrued, misinterpreted, or confused creates arrogance and aggression, and that causes war. Plus the three factors: the ego, the power, and the fear. I wrote it in the book, though. Maybe that will correlate. But I gotta make a video in case I die early. I know it's pretty morbid, but call it my paranoia, but I feel like I gather enough attention to make stuff, be impactful, or I just be another weak-ass podcast YouTuber that makes coworker music. There's no in-between. So my death might be covered up, or I might just be self-inflicted to the point where paranoia catches up to me and then I destroy my own mind, going through psychosis or something. That's how usually it is. The greatest minds, either they see through it or they die from it. Pretty crazy, Broody. But yeah. What's the forefront of your ideas? Your frontal cortex. I feel like out of all my videos, I don't know which one's the best. I feel like the ones that has like the less views usually be pretty good. But I couldn't really tell you. I'm gonna get one of them little neck things where you can hold your phone on your neck. But I don't like walking in public with that shit. Seems kind of crazy. And that's how you know you're fully involved to the internet, where you got fucking things to hold your phone instead of your hand. Like, I'm already in it, but I don't want to be that fucking in it. Like, damn. Like, that shit gonna be like, damn, this nigga gotta hold my fucking neck harness for his phone. How more lazy can you be? Like, that shit would like kill me. Really. But it's getting about that time where I need to start the video, OG. But it was good talking to you. Like, I'm not finna see you later on today. But don't forget, everything is saturated, so don't be confuzzled, don't be confused, and stay you. Bars. Is that not bars? No, it's not bars. All right, bro. I feel like you hating on some shit. People evolve for the wrong and the right reasons. Make sure You do it for the reason that you love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.